All right, this podcast is going to be about basically why I wanted to start Dallas Media Marketing. If you knew me growing up, my parents blessed me with great opportunities, a great shelter. They provided me with everything I needed. And as much as I love that, I appreciate it. It was a God-given gift. It became a stigma to me. People started being, oh, your parents are rich. You just get stuff handed to you. You're entitled to this. Oh, just go get it from your mom. Just get it from your dad. As years progressed, that started to build up, and that started to fuck with me, and it kept on fucking with me. I was working at my parents' company because that was my ultimate goal, was to take over my dad's company and do what he did. And the more I did that, the more I realized it wasn't what I loved. It wasn't what I was passionate about. I was just counting down the hours until 5 o'clock, and I would go home and just sit and watch TV and play video games. It took a DWI to really change my life. And that's a big thing for me to say right now, just because I'm a little embarrassed by it, just because I've always said take an Uber, take a Lyft, But yeah, we all make mistakes, and this mistakes could probably be with me for the rest of my life, and I understand that now. I was very depressed at first about it. It's a huge event, but as the months progressed, I started to figuring out what I truly wanted. And it wasn't for long that I was like, I don't want to work with my parents anymore. I don't, I can't do that anymore. It wasn't what I loved. I wasn't waking up happy. And the more I started progressing in web design, the happier I got. The more excitement, because it was me. It was my company. I didn't have to get my parents' help. I didn't have to get anybody's help. I did it by myself, and that itself was one of the best accomplishments. Doing something, working towards it, and then finishing that task. Snagging a huge client after you put in all that work for that client, that's that's better than Christmas for me. Just because my strategic methods paid off, and it starts to become a high, and it starts to become an addiction to where I got to keep doing this. I got to make more money. I got to beat last month's quota. I got to keep doing this. And now I'm at full set. I have to be more successful than my dad, just because that's in the back of my head, and it's a shit goal. I don't know why I have it, but it's something that I set my mind to. I want to have more money, so that way I can take care of my parents when I'm older. I want to be that son, the one to take care of grandma, mom, dad. Making sure they're not ending up in a retirement home. You know, treated bad just because they provided me with such a great life and so many great opportunities that I want to be that hero. In order for me to be that hero, the 20s, there's no more fun time than the 20s for me. The 20s are gonna suck. 20s are nothing but work. There's no vacations for me anymore, because if I want to reach my ultimate goal of being a millionaire by I'm 30, I have a lot of work to do. You know, and I acknowledge that I have a lot of work to do, and I have lots of areas to grow in. But as we're progressing, I'm starting to become more self-aware, starting to worry less about rejection, starting to worry less of what others think about me, just because I know what I need to do. I need to maintain this course. I need to keep busting my ass. I don't need to listen to any fucking haters, because haters, they're jealous. They're jealous, or they wouldn't be saying shit at all. Like, how are you gonna bash on someone for having a business? Like, shit. I'd rather be my own boss any day of the week than fucking mop, sweep, minimum wage. That ain't for me. I've always had up here goals. Most people have them down here. I'm up here. Just pros and cons about that, though. Sometimes I will never reach those goals, and then I'll take it out on my self-esteem. Like, I was never good enough. I didn't work hard enough. And it's kind of what sucks with here, because some weeks are very good. Some weeks we'll make $3,000. Other weeks, 500. And it just, we have to be more consistent with our clients. And we have to have more monthly retainers. And we have to have harder workers. Like it sucks. It sucks being the hardest working person. And then someone tells you, oh yeah, I've been busting my ass. Like, what have you been busting your ass on? You haven't been busting your ass on shit. I've been watching you this whole time. You're turtle pacing. And it's just, another thing is, when did people become like they need Adderall to do something? Yes, Adderall is a great motivator in that aspect, but you don't need Adderall to have that passion, to have that drive, to maintain that focus. Like, it's not hard for me to have this focus because this is my love. This is what I want to do the rest of my life. And, I'm going down with my ship, but this ship, this ship's floating, and I'm very proud of how far we've come. Actually, when we started in March, actually getting our LLC, started out of my house, couple bros, not knowing anything about website development. A couple of them stuck around, and then a couple of them basically left off, because they weren't interested in it. And I've had a couple of people interested in it, but I'm worried about in certain aspects, are they only interested in it to learn what I learned and to try to do better than me? Or do they see me as a role model? Which I don't see that, especially not right now. Just, I don't know. I just want my employees to work hard. I know a lot of people struggle with that too, And I guess that goes back to just don't hire your friends. Because it's hard to boss around your friends. It's hard to direct friends' orders. It's hard to give them objectives without them back talking. And that was all my fault, I shouldn't have done that. And now I see where I need to go with my business. And I don't feel like I need them anymore. Like, I've done the work, literally all the work. So why am I breaking people off when they're not doing any fucking work? They're chilling. Hi, beautiful.